Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's a key interception. Vitinha does really well there, strong defending. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Well, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Rummenigge.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Vitinha with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, he's hit it long. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Muscular approach does pay off here. Now he's off and running. Beckenbauer is always scanning the pitch for targets. Floated through. Shot, surely! He's delivered all right! And Nigeria are ahead! One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Nigeria have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And this is Lukaku. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And here's Ibrahimovic. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Lukaku really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Beckenbauer. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. The message is clear, none shall pass. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Done delicately. Ferdinand promptly onto... he's given it away. Lukaku! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
El dorsal 4. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 17.
Oh, smashing header!
Van Nistelrooy
Will be livid with himself. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have...
Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Deftly away. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now, who's going to be first to this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Vieira. Cafu. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Vieira. Beckenbauer. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Habrá 2 minutos de
It's
descuento.
not gone well. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Vieira. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! He's got a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Se ruega al propietario de una furgoneta gris con matrícula Capicúa que acuda urgentemente al aparcamiento.
Nigeria get the second half going. Vitinha turns back here, probably the best option. Nigeria have got it back and they'll have another go. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Vieira. Cafu. And it's Vieira. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Vieira. Vieira. Vieira puts his foot on the gas. Just about within shooting range. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. The referee's awarded a free kick. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Costa Curta is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Vieira. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Beckenbauer. Well, that is one way to stop him. Here's Vieira. Mbappe.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Spain looking to pass their way through. Nesta is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. Maldini. Piqué. Looks to the other side. Cafu. Rummenigge. Strokes it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Oh, he's played it in low. Cleared without hesitation. That has ended up in no man's land. Tries to play it through. Looking for a corner. Cruyff with the short one. Nice control. And it's Cruyff. Lovely feet. Mbappe! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
We have got
14,
changes here from both sides, in fact.
será sustituido por el dorsal 10. Drogba.
Nigeria still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Ronaldinho. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Gullit gets a foot in here. Foot in. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Rooney. Vieira. Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Gullit will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bale is in a really good position out wide. Nesta. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He won't be happy with that one. Gullit. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. A game with so much to wreck. Chance for a shot! And that's a real chance missed.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
Both sides
6,
then taking this chance to
Ronaldinho.
turn to their benches.
Será reemplazado por el dorsal 22, Eto'o. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And it's lofted through here. Shot a goal! It's in! And they're back in front! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Nigeria get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira. Not the most accurate pass. Van Nistelrooy. Looking to... tries a shot!
Spain really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
He's picked his way through. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Pass somewhat off target. And that's that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. And it came down to one decisive moment. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
Well, that's it for tonight's match. So it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.